So I guess Blade Biter can give us the recap from last week. Catch us up on what's going on.
Sid was still angry about the law and the shadows and all of that jazz, but Spark Priest was using his brain and was like, hey, we should go get a sunblade from the Temple of Lavender because, of course, we should. That'll take care of our sunlight problem. And so we go to the temple to inquire, and Dawn Buddy had to be controlled, etc., so on and so forth. Eventually, they agree to give us an acolyte to carry the sunblade because somehow the priest isn't allowed to carry a sunblade. I don't get it. I'm just a dragon. We go over the yawning portal because we've got to find the Loon War Dragon, and we get there and we see Floon and Rainier and all of our buddies, and they're like, oh yeah, he's up in his room probably, but that's his table. So we plant a few people to wait for him and go up, and lo and behold, the dude's in there talking. So Gothak, who is having some kind of stroke of ability to like think past axe, smash, cut, kaboom. Yeah, he's open mic over there. That's why I'm all
Oh, let me kill
echoey
that.
and
I was like,
mysterious.
that normally works when she's quiet, which, hell, I don't even know why I used that mode.
Ha. So we hear him in there having a chatty poo, and Gothak in particular can hear what's going on. And it's probably going to be relevant at some point later when we arrive at room 248. Gothak overhears, I know, yes, we will find you somebody, I promise. We gotta make sure it's the right person. It will be all right in due time. We will find a worthy owner. And then he says, I know things have changed, and I'm sorry, I don't know why. Sid, who by this time is sort of overhearing things too, of course, announces our presence, and poor Maloon opens the door and is like, WTF. So I announce the party. We know there's nobody else in the room with Maloon. We go downstairs. He says he'll get his boots and be right there. So he comes down. We have a little chat. Gothak delicately goes asking about the situation. We get stonewalled. So we sort of like look around the table and go, yes, we'll deal with this later. We find out this tower we've got to go to was once owned by a Lord Neverember, and it's been purchased more recently by a nobleman surnamed Rosner. So prior to that, it was owned by a wizard, and so we're like, ah, yes, all of this makes sense. But we learn about noble family Rosner that they have a variety of skeletons in their closets, and the name tends to prompt a certain reaction throughout Waterdeep. And this particular individual was brought up to be exceptionally proper, but was rather rebellious, so they had to keep an eye on her when she was younger. And we hear that her hero was the Black Viper, a notorious rogue that the Waterdavians would know an awful lot about. So, in the meantime, the people that joined the particular folks upstairs with their burly orc friends go up to see Davil to see if he can help dealing with the invisibility situation that we needed to get our hands on. They have a little chat, some weird stuff happens. They're like, oh yeah, maybe Weird Bottle will help you, yada yada. And we're like, yeah, something funny's going on. We don't know about this. So we tell Maloon we're going to meet him at the tower. We go get a scroll. And then we head on over. Cragor, meanwhile, had stayed at the Temple of Athander because at this point he doesn't trust anything or anybody, especially if it's not short and carrying an axe. So he takes the Sunblade bearing acolyte to the tower and meets us there. We get there, we run into this lady, we kind of recognize her, she recognizes us. There are a bunch of people standing around in the tower because they're talking about fixing it up. And we're like, oh yeah, there's this thing and we kind of do this stuff. And she's like, yeah, I know about this, come in the basement, yada yada. She tells us she's going to let us in if we'll give her a cut of any reward. There's a little bit of an argument. We finally are like, yes, what choice do we have? Okay, yes. She says, I'm going to go now. You all have a nice time. And the next thing we know, somebody else comes back down, and it's the Black Viper. It's the Black Viper. The Black Viper is all like, Esvelda sent me to help you, and we're like, sure she did. Gothak, meanwhile, is like, there's breeze coming from that wall over there, and she's like, you know it's here, don't you? This teleportation circle that's on the ground is totally fake. We're going through the wall. So we go through the wall. We find the doors to the vault, and we do all of our miscellaneous things. Dwarven doors of adamantine and runes and all sorts of fancy things all over the place. And lo and behold, Sid suddenly remembers he can read Dwarvish too, but by this time, Krager's invisible and it's all good, and we're headed into the Dragon Vault. We get down there, and a wide variety of our buddies end up absolutely mesmerized by this fresco of some damn dwarf doing some stuff. Gothak's like,
I'm disappointed that you didn't write that name down in your notes.
Well, if we're being honest, I mostly sat there going, how the hell am I even gonna spell that? But I see that our DM helpfully put it in another one, so I might edit my own notes to reflect the great dwarf that is on the wall in the fresco that happened to go about mesmerizing about half of you who are all going to stand there until you died unless we did something about it. But Gregor, who was just had it up to here with all of the things, saves the day because he guiding bolts the living shit out of the fresco, obliterates it before you guys who were all mesmerized can do anything silly like attack the rest of us. And you're all like, whoa, what happened? We were looking at the wall. Where are we gonna? Oh yeah, the coins! So then, we're exploring the vault. It's large, there are archways, there are bridges, there's all kind of adamantine doors going around. Krager notes, this is holy ground. These are the halls of Moradin. We're all like, oh good, we have doors, this is gonna be convenient. So, we get up on a bridge. There are adamantine doors at the ends of these 3 bridges, and that's where we stopped for the night. I will also note that the Dawn Screamer was an absolutely critical part of exploring the chamber from whence we just came because of his boots of flapping around.
Yeah. No, the good news is we do have a ram that opens doors and a barbarian that wields it. I'm
Oh,
kind of
I thought I was
intimidated
the
by
ram.
doors. Sid is licking the door.
We decided at the end of last time that we were going to have Krager inspect the hall and the doors to determine if he has a preference based on his ability to read and interpret dwarvish biznatch, plus the fact that he might be a little bit devoted to Morden, to see if he can figure out which doors we should be entering. Although, if there's a fair distance to the doors, we should probably toddle along with him so that when something inevitably jumps out of the shadows and tries to murder him, we're all there.
Yeah, Sid is licking the doors to determine what metals they are. Whatever door I'm next to. I thought I was next to the back door.
You are not.
Okay, then I'm not licking any doors. All right. Sid is not licking. Well, dang it. All right.
He's still in a boat.
So, based
Yeah,
on the
there-
state of the bridges, the top one looks like it's fairly unsteady. The middle one looks partially destroyed, and the southern one looks like it's in the best shape. I want to head to the southern arch and inspect it out to the door and make sure that
We can put you on the other end of either one of those bridges. We've got 2 people who can get you.
So it just seems to me that Kragor is going to head to the southern end of And I'm going to head down that way and inspect the. That's going to be multiple turns for me to get there because I can't fly.
Mosaic.
He's attacked by a mimic in the form of a pink robe previously worn by one Jingdong Macadangdang.
Darn that Jane Dong. Oh.
Pudding.
Are we talking about tentacles again?
Yep.
Licorice pudding. Haha. Haha. I
Are you gonna
pushing
push
it?
the
Wait,
button
Craig,
or
what is your
last?
class?
I love that I have advantage on initiative, which is just so silly.
Bam.
I like how I rolled, you pushed it, and then I rolled again, and even with advantage, I got a 10. But on my own roll, I got a 19.
Yeah. Bright red. Stupid pudding.
I'm calling hacks.
Hacks! You just got a lot of hit points.
Ay caramba. Where's my spoon?
Nice.
Let's see, I got two more first level spells. More than smite thee, and I throw a guiding bolt down. Yay!
Great guesses. A spear of light springs into being around my fingers and launch it at the pudding. The click and drag onto the token isn't working. Yeah, it's not working. Nope, that didn't work either. Well, that's because I'm targeting it now. Pure magical force.
Yeah, I hit it with radiant. Correct. I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf of Morden. In a holy place.
She's on our side. Because he's pudding?
All right. Gonna move forward 30 feet, and then I'm going to attempt a throw.
Sorry about that. I grabbed the wrong one.
It didn't look like, it doesn't look like it applied the radiant damage, or did it just? Oh, never mind. I hadn't rolled damage yet. I had a case of the dum dum.
Maybe him from target.
Or did it not target it either?
On the combat tracker.
God dang it!
Kaz is the only one who pulled off this. Ramir's got it too. Oh,
Okay, now I've got it done. I swear I clicked on it already.
This is be a double click, right? We're supposed to target with a double click, right? Yeah, that just puts me an arrow at it that doesn't target it. Alright, that worked. Clear that 65-foot thing there. It took off my sneak attack.
Sid's going to move 40.
But my sneak attack expired right before I put damage on it.
Because that's what he does. So Sid is going to walk forward his 40 feet, stand right next to Gothic, and I'm assuming that I can see the black pudding enough to get off a sunbolt at it. Darn right I can. So here comes a sunbolt. Pew pew.
It's a Hadouken.
Sid passes his turn.
Am I gonna move forward and then dash up and stand next to her?
Alright. I move forward to melee range. Yeah, it only took the radiant damage I added or something.
Uh-oh.
If this rust monster's my weapon, I quit right now.
Pretty sure magic weapons are immune to that.
You splash licorice pudding everywhere. This is not a night for yellow wrestling. I am just saying.
It is never not a night for that. You take it back.
Yeah, man, I want to see the Tiefling and the Dragonborn go at it.
Sod off, scrawny man.
Can you imagine picking that out of your scales?
Right? Hell no.
Not just no, but hell no.
I prescribe a black dragon acid bath for that.
You made a second one.
Yay for XP. Oh wait, yeah.
Hey, I mean, it's gotta have less hit points. Right? Right?
I make no assumptions. If only this awesome cantaloupe war whelp would get in the fray, it would make a difference.
Just want you to know, I spent the last 10 minutes putting miscellaneous objects into squid people's tentacles.
All this time you've been talking? It is magical. Yeah, it's magical, and I also cause radiant damage. And
You would have been so pissed.
like I said, I'd have quit right now. Just been like, nope, I'm gonna go back to Mass Effect 3, and then I'm gonna play Fallout 76, and then I'm never gonna talk to any of you again.
See,
Man, if only we were level 5. I'd get two attacks.
Oh, right. I mean, a lot of us get 2 attacks level 5. It's good.
you know, I was gonna take that. But I know a thing or two because I'm from the mountains. And so I watched what just happened to Gothak when he gave that thing a whack. So I'm gonna hit it with
Spit on it. You know you want to spit on it.
I mean, I do.
You're a dragon, for God's sakes. Get off.
See, if
Have-
you were on,
have
if you
spoon
were
will
actually, I can do that. You're not in the way. Alright, so remind me, for breath weapon I've gotta click the roll cast button.
And if you want to catch both of them in the AoE,
I can't.
I am a dwarf of Morden. I shall be immune to the effects.
Yes. Correct, it's 5 wide by 30 deep. I have. Roy. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say, as it turns out, its Dex doesn't. So.
Hold on. What is our actual saving throw? It's like 8 plus the proficiency bonus plus one of our scores, right?
Right. Right. Correct.
Lightning split, doesn't it?
Sid sees all of this stuff happening and just
Yeah, I'm
blasts.
It has to have at least 10 hit points, so it can't split if it has less than that.
Oh, like pudding.
Yeah, like this pudding is no good.
Morden, grant me thy holy spoon.
Did you say thy holy splooge?
Spoon.
Oh,
Spoon.
mine was much funnier.
No, we are dealing with the unholy splooge right now.
I did. I blasted it because I didn't want to get close.
Grumble, grumble. Lazy fucking humans. Alright.
At least they're not children.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And pass my turn.
I keep my sneak attacks when he's engaged? Okay. It's on there already. I just wonder whether it's being taken off. I see it. I see it this time.
Gotta go AFK for a second.
As he's reading, I will tell the lot of you. I have recorded the incident which shall be known as the Holy Spooge. Thusly, Krager calls out for Mordin's Holy Spoon. Gothak thinks he's asking for a spooge, which even those from the mountain know is not an odd holy weapon.
Excellent.
Gothak and I are right there. We're rather distracting, I would assume. Especially the Goliath's facial expression. He's still trying to noodle out what the hell the orc's gonna do with a spooge.
It's true. These civilized folk are a weird lot.
So, earlier today, Panduki kicked
Hit this little magnifying glass and push the effect button.
One in the back.
I'm back. Tag, yeah, right now it's calculated at a 24 AC.
You're so boss. He's a coward, is what he is.
Burn another arrow at him. Find some arrows when you get back down.
Damn it.
I love some map.
I was playing with the map.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna turn, and I'm going to look at putting the third.
That's a phrase that's never before been said in the history of humanity.
You are wrong.
And I'm gonna hit it with this.
Putting the third.
I'm convinced that even amongst D&D, that's not been said before.
Well, this is how I've been recording them in my notes, so you'll get to listen to me speak about putting the first and putting the second, whose pseudopod is worthless.
Harsh. Not
Was
wrong.
that another tentacle joke?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. Okie doke.
Yep. Like putting in the thought. I'm gonna move closer to him.
Huzzah!
Praise be the mountain. Yes, which does not take damage,
Right, but it does slashing damage.
even on the turn that I kill him.
You hit it. Excellent split. Yeah, but they're gonna both be dead after it's split, so it doesn't really make a difference. still takes the damage, and then split evenly between them.
The damage.
So you split it. And then you split it.
You split instead of doing damage to it.
So
You're gonna enjoy the note about this.
assume the first one had 100, then it goes to 50. If you split it again, it would have 25.
I'm saying if you have 100, you do 10 points of damage to it. It does still splits to 250s, not to 245. That's what I'm hearing too. Okay, I'm with you. If you have 14, they're both 7 now, right?
Yes, not damage reduced hit points. Original hit. Bonus healing. Yes.
Stupid pudding. I'm gonna blast it.
Because math.
We're hitting it with flashing and lightning damage.
I've recorded this as Gothic. I recorded this as Gothic as 2 Barbarian to think through the slashing splitting problem.
I tell you, these puddings are not sweet. Nice.
2.
So black pudding 1. Okay.
Oh, he's unconscious?
Because he split.
Alright, so Sid sees Black Pudding 4. He makes it easy on himself, so he sidesteps. He sidesteps. And then he blasts. He bubbles a little bit as the sun ray hits him.
See it wiggle.
Sid's sarcasm detector isn't working tonight. He's happy about this.
Black pudding number 2. I shall cast. Let's see. Toll of the Dead. Number 2. And it's saved. Is that correct? How does a pudding have a wisdom save?
Right.
That implies a brain in. Yeah. Well, I see the end result. Yes, passing the turn. One, two, three, four. Ha ha! Bring it on, pudding bitch.
That's not gonna work.
How did that happen? Right, I know, but Gothak has advantage and I have a +2. Is that shit still not dead? God damn. Oh, did I? Maybe I attacked the wrong one. Whoops. Oh well. It looks like I attacked. Oh no, it did go to 2. Dang. Okay. Wow. Ah.
So Sid, let's see here. You can still see number 4 here, and encouraged by the Black Viper, he chooses to blast again. That's you know. Turn your head and cough. All right.
No, he turns his head to the. So he'll hit Gothak, Blade Biter, and Black Pudding 4.
And Craig Gore.
Is Black Pudding 2 within Yeah, is Black Pudding 2 within 30 feet?
And it's a cone. Actually,
Right.
he could like turn towards the wall, so just the edge of the cone.
Yeah,
Four.
I can hit both Black Pudding 1, 4, and Black Pudding 2. How do I turn the cone? Okay, I'm gonna turn towards the wall, and yeah. What am I coughing? Let's see what this random damage is. How do I roll?
DM picks arbitrarily.
Yes, DM, pick me a damage type.
Slashing.
Random damage. 1d8 of Gugon only affects.
Oh, okay.
No.
Remember that burrito you ate?
Oh, goodness. What I'm trying to figure out is why the Black Viper clapping for me inspired me to do this. Alright.
You want to make it radiant just for atmosphere?
Actually, that would be great because then I could come up with more shiny jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that would fit my character, but I tell you, I'm reading it and it says random. It's up to you, DM. You're in charge.
Just sunlight.
I belch sunlight. That is what Sid does. You can't, so
I'm now gonna
That's
call
what-
you Nappa.
that's what the Black Viper inspired me to do. So I do 12 damage.
I'm gonna recommend very highly that you
Oh,
read
got 'em.
notes.
Yeah, yep. And then I get critical damage. I burped a pudding out of existence. I turn behind me and look at the Black Viper and I say, how do you like me now?
How do you like them apples?
How do you like me now? I'm impressed with me.
I gave you a tribute in the D&D Waterdeep.
Nice.
Yup.
No title? I do get a title.
I'm not cutting shit, thank you. Nah. I am going to hit this one with my mace as well, because I am attached to my family battle axe, but I am not attached to this mace. So
I
I'm
would
gonna
like-
whack it again.
I would like to point out that the Dawn Screamer burped something out of existence before you have ever had a chance to use a breath weapon.
Right. So, yeah, but it is. So the problem with Dragonborns and Dragonborns is that before level 5-6, they're weak as hell. which is why I'm constantly not really doing a whole lot of damage. Later on, well, they're practically not killable at some point, so like, you know, trade-offs. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that shit.
Same thing with barbarians. Once we get to, like, especially once we hit like our greater rage from the divine zealot piece, I'm free to resurrect and I'm unkillable while I'm raging, and my rage doesn't go away from hitting 0. So while I'm raging, I literally am unkillable.
And yeah, you damage me, and then you take another point off my weapon. Yes. Yeah, don't you touch my battle axe. We'll have words. Because I had a +3 on it to begin with. Done.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Fat bloop noises.
May I recommend at least a short rest?
What? I haven't even used any spell slots.
I'm out of first level spells, so
Right. He's out of spells.
Yeah, but he
Kaz is
doesn't get
hurt.
any on a short rest. If you need healing, I'll heal you.
That's fine. Heal Kaz first.
Okay. How much is she down? Ooh, a lot.
Right.
They're kind of like they're kind of like the blob from Creepshow 2, or the blob from the Blob.
Or we move on and then do something about healing at a later date. It's up to you guys.
well, I want to proceed on down the corridor to that last bridge. Because we are on a timeline and we have bad guys that may or may not be behind us.
Yeah, we really shouldn't dawdle. We should heal in whatever way we can that doesn't involve a rest. I think, anyways. And then
Alright.
continue.
Can you give Kaz 20 hit points? That was a second level cure.
I think.
Yep.
I have 1 potion left, actually, as well. So, I mean, we don't necessarily have to use it now.
36? How do you figure that's 7 hit points left?
it been, and are the flapping boots still working?
So the boots, I still got charge left on them. They haven't recharged yet, though. So I think arbitrarily I've used them, enough. We're good.
Well, I was gonna say, if they still had charge,
Oh, I got plenty of boot to flit over to the other side of the wall, for
well,
sure.
right, like,
So, oh wow, either I rolled a 1 or a 20.
Do we have anything
How
that I
big
could,
is the gap to jump to what I would perceive as a stable portion?
Do we have anything I can fly to the other side and make sort of
Yeah.
a makeshift bridge?
Give him a rope.
right,
Yeah,
like,
we've got plenty of rope, and if you fall, my carry weight counts as like a large creature, so I shouldn't even have to roll to be able to pull you back.
I mean, I won't fall because I've got flying boots.
I can walk across that.
right, can a rogue just go sneakity,
I
sneakity,
can-
sneakity?
Wow, you're a light dwarf.
108.
You are a lightweight dwarf.
My lift, push, drag is 1,200 pounds. So
That's how much I'm currently carrying. My weight is 145. 108, so 253.
I would also like to point out that my maximum
Just a
carry
little
is
bit more
600.
What I am in IRL. It'd be like 253 total. How far is it to jump to a decent part? There's like a 20-foot span there. It's a good thing I got these boots of springing and striding, so triple my jump distance with an athletics check. So you want an athletics check? The boots of springing and striding is 3 times my jump distance. Yeah. Y'all about to see a dwarf fly through the air with the greatest ease.
I was gonna say, if Aragorn can throw Gimli, I can throw you.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Damn straight. My strength is a 14. And so 3 times 14 is 42.
Run into the door.
So there's 10 foot back, and then yeah, that's about where I would land.
Accidentally
You
closed
hear
the
a
map.
ah ha ha.
Can you push the map again?
I'll be back. I'm gonna grab another beer.
I mean, you did just fly. Oh.
Heh. What could be behind this wall that the ooze came out of?
I'd like to believe those were chamber pots where the oozes came from.
I'd like to ask the dwarf why their holy ground is booby-trapped.
Are back.
Does it really count as Holy Land if you don't booby?
Did Goliaths booby-trap their holy ground?
We don't have holy ground. The entire mountain is holy, and the mountain is full of its own natural booby trap.
I don't know. I've got boobies in my holy.
I mean, even in real life, like, my church doesn't know, but I've set booby traps all over my Lutheran church. No one's found them yet, but they will. They will.
Yes, yes, I am.
Not quite as giant as the one we just came through.
I shall inspect it. You know, doors make tall doors because they're overcompensating. Well, push it, see if it opens. Or pull it, see if it. Nice. Thank you, Morden, for small victories.
Sid, with the Ride of the Valkyries playing in his head, flies over behind Krager and joins him.
I enjoy that statement because it implies that that song exists in the D&D world.
In my head. Yeah, not land.
Are we getting it?
Oh, Kragor is in love. I'm a forge priest. This is truly a blessing. I shall proceed with caution. I shall retrieve it from its holding spot. All right.
Ironically, as will the Dawn Screamer.
I was gonna say, Sid's like uniquely prepared for this type of flying. Sid, by the way, is just thrilled to be not fighting the pudding anymore.
And there's a anvil in the center of the room. Truly, as if sung from my own heart. I shall smite the anvil with the hammer and then march back down and leap the gap. Yes. Oh, sweet.
I'm so happy. They did.
Such is the power of Morden.
Dude, I
Like
feel like the dawn just washed over me hard.
Come, let us join our companions.
What is going on here? Guys, I got dawn loins. And then I fly back to the... Guys, I've got dawn loins.
I mean,
I know.
be who you are, man. Be who you are.
So we have 2 more doors to check. So I've got this hammer now, guys, and it says, oh, it doesn't let me pass the door. God bless it. I'll leave it sitting on top of the anvil.
It's the reverse of Thor's hammer.
Oh, back in the cubby? Yes. Yes, I will put it back into its holy position.
So when you get back across the way, Gregory, you want to tell us why the Dawn Screamer's so happy?
Yeah, so Sid and I are invigorated by the power of the hammer and anvil. There was an anvil in the room that read, "Let the hammer fall and the anvil ring." And the hammer read, "Let the hearts be lifted and battles won."
It was freaking delightful.
Yes. It was innovating.
Well, so
Are we gonna get any perception checks?
I don't know.
This I'm just getting this sort of weird adventure sense.
Right?
I like it. I want to do more.
Perception checks. I don't know, my adventurer sense is just tingling.
I'm pretty excited about all these things.
So I'm going to bebop on over to the next door.
Me
Let's see
too!
what I can find over here.
I'm gonna fly over there.
Cool. I guess my tingle is off.
Maybe it's just as well.
Apparently nothing.
I'm so happy. Listening to this song, though, that's making me happy too.
Anything? Yes. I'm going to inspect the door, and if all seems good and well and whole and dwarvish, I shall touch it and try to open.
Sid is, he's, looking around, feeling all like happy.
Well, more than be praised. And I put my hand on the door and try to push.
Dude, we don't have creepy doors like this.
Come to the dwarvish side, my boy, where we have both light and fire. And I.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can read it too. Dwarvish, somehow I'm proficient in that. They teach us that in the Temple of Ymir, or do you not pick that?
Huh?
Did they teach us Dwarvish in the Temple, or where do you think I picked that up? 'Cause you don't know Dwarvish, do you?
I mean, I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
maybe you're a savant. You just hit your head.
Yeah, I
and
know
woke up
Dwarvish.
knowing
I
Dwarvish.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish. Dwarvish is frequently used in legal
Right.
settings.
Sweet.
Off the top of my head, no. But as a dwarf, would I?
Sid's pretty read up on it.
Good grief.
A secret never before told will part Dumathoin's lips. Dumathoin's. Interesting. And 4 rusted suits of armor.
Somebody spell the name of the dwarven god of secrets, please. Thank you.
So I recall, because of my extensive apparent knowledge of this particular single part of dwarfish history, that Dumathoin really likes his protective side and proper respect to the mountain. Krager, we should tread carefully in here.
Yes. I shall inspect these suits of armor of old with great detail before proceeding out of the. We'll start with the southwest corner.
And Sid, kind of understanding that there's a potential for great risk and great reward here, Sid lets Krager do his work and actually isn't a jackass about it.
Four suits of armor missing the helms. So there are 4 heads missing. Okay. I shall proceed to the next and just make the loop all the way around, checking each one in turn, seeing if any seems out of the ordinary other than just being rusted plate. Okay.
So where are Dumathoin's lips?
On his face.
Well, where's his face,
Right
though?
below his nose, above his chin and beard.
Sid's not seeing faces, man.
So I'm going to jump the gap straight over to the other. Yeah. It's a message.
Yeah. All right, Sid. He's really happy.
And I'll inspect these doors and push it open as well. And I'm pretty sure that they will open at the touch by this point. Who would have thought that boots of striding and springing would come in so handy at this particular juncture? Not only can I keep up with my compadres, but I can leap the crumbling gap. I'm gonna touch the door and open. This looks different than the others. I shall not proceed all the way in. I'll just move in, like, just past the front threshold. This is Duma. It's not. Nice. I bow before this particular dwarven deity. And I inspect the room for more runes. Look back at Sid. What do you want to bet when I touch the ring on the floor? The statue goes, nah.
Usually that only happens if you touch the rings on the nipples.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that door must go somewhere.
I would agree. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to find gold under that door. But as soon as we touch the door, that statue of the Vigilant One, the Dwarven God of Vigilance, is going to spring to life and smite us.
Well, how about we turn him around?
Ooh. What if he can't see?
Yeah. So
Do the Skyrim thing and put a bucket on his head.
A bucket.
Sometimes
We need a bucket. Or blanket.
Sometimes when it's not the time of the dawn, people can't see things. So let's make it so that he can't see us open the door, and then we'll open it.
Bam. Reach into my
Bam.
backpack. I've got a backpack.
Uh-huh.
There's a blanket in there.
Yes.
Pull blanket out. Throw it over his.
Yes. That pesky statue can't see us now. Although Sid would have preferred to turn him around, but is what it is.
Well, I don't know how much he weighs, but I'm not willing to bust a nut trying to spin a statue. So
I don't want to touch it while the statue's looking at me.
sneak up behind him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wait. You're gonna sneak up on a dude whose name is the Vigilant?
It's a statue. It's a statue of the Vigilant.
I'm just saying, I can't
Just
wait.
for reference, like, we'll work
I
undercover.
cannot wait. You see, you're gonna use a blanket, and it's not gonna work because it's not a bucket.
Well, let's see what I got in my bag.
I don't have a bucket, but I got a blanket.
Hold on a second, bud. I
Put your helmet
have.
on him backwards.
I. So we can't turn it around. So the best I can do is, like, I've got some extra clothes and a cloak. I have this gray cloak. I really don't want them looking at us when we try to turn this on.
That's all right. I'm gonna go and touch the ring and see if it will open.
Okay, sweet.
How do you say I told you so in Goliath? In Giant.
I run up to comfort Krager and, do the what the heck, you've just been hit by the blasty statue. I knew that statue was a bastard.
Yeah, and somehow I don't think a blanket's gonna stop that.
See, that's your fault for not buying a flame retardant blanket.
Ha ha ha.
You gotta have asbestos blankets like the army.
Okay, I got this.
Okay. How do we got this?
I'm gonna go stand directly at the foot of the statue, and I'm gonna hold my shield up in front of his face while you open the hatch.
This sounds like a fantastic plan.
So worst that happens, he melts the shield, but you take no fire damage.
Well, I think that.
Well,
No.
the melted shield might hit me, but it wouldn't hit him, presuming the eye beams melt through the shield.
I think we got this. The old Sid and Krager team up and do weird stuff team is ready for this challenge.
Where's the freaking Legend of Zelda mirror shield when you need it?
Right.
Exactly, right?
All right, so I verify.
And by all means, you can join us.
I yell back at the Black Viper. How do you like me now? And then I wait for Krager to put the shield in place. I grasp the ring. As long as Krager has that shield in place.
So I'm gonna be like right.
Well, when Krager's shielding me with the shield.
Yeah, I'm blocking his sight with the shield
And
while Sid tries to grab the ring.
Yeah. It's teamwork. And yeah. Do you want me to make one? Are you gonna push a button to me? Yeah. Nice. Oh,
We need more muscle.
we really do.
If only we had a Goliath and a Dragonborn in here.
Okay, so call out to us.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-da-ba.
That's an old ass.
Take it
All
a
right.
break.
Yeah, you really do. That's loud.
Yeah. I mean, I for sure thought that Sid was gonna pick up that door that's covering like 4 whole squares. That seems totally a Sid thing.
Well, yeah, he's a light-bearing, light-belching motherfucker, right?
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I would argue that I shouldn't have to do an athletic or strength check on that slab because my lift, push, and drag is 1,200 pounds.
Right. And if I'm helping you, we basically rip the thing off the floor.
Right.
So here's my thing. Like, I understand, like, trying to break down a door. Theoretically, I see the strength check because it's not just pushing; it's having to break it. And okay, I get it. But like, if it was a super heavy door, as long as the door is not over 1,200 pounds, I should be able to push it without a strength check. I should be able to lift this thing unless it weighs more than 1,200 pounds without a strength. That is my argument.
I'm just wondering if there's some prayer to the Vigilant One that I'm missing.
You don't have to call me that. You can just call me Gothak.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
All right. I'm going to get a break now. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Have a break.
Yep. Taking 5. Welcome, welcome. Yep.
You know what? I think my mic has been muted the whole time on the stream. I just noticed that. So if you go to watch this back, you'll hear everybody talking but me. That sucks.
Thank
Alright,
God
so
make our living as a streamer.
right. And I don't have my stream up because I had something else up. So what are we doing? What is this 235?
They have called back to me for assistance, and I am going to jump that gap and assist.
Got that.
We need more muscle.
All right, go ahead and move up to here. And let me go back to that section that describes the all right. The eastern half of the northern bridge. You got to get across that gap first.
Yep, and I shouldn't have any problems doing that.
So it's sturdy up to here. What's your jump distance?
How do I get that again?
It's your, let me go back. Your strength determines how far you can jump. When you make
20.
a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score.
I've got a strength score of 20.
So that's 25, 10, 15, 20. So if you were to jump, you would land there.
Is that still unstable?
Let me read it again. Let me go back and see what it says. All right, let me give you a perception check. Yeah, you're looking at the jump, and the section you're on seems more stable than the section that you would land on. Where you're jumping looks like it's pretty unstable where you'd be landing.
Well, can I call out to them to catch the rope I throw, since those hinges are supposedly adamantine?
Yep.
So I call out to, definitely not Sid, to Kregor, and ask him to catch this rope and tie it off to the hinge or the door.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Kregor does that. He ties it off. So
And
you're
so
planning on...
I'm gonna do my running jump, but just if it starts to break from underneath me when I land, I'll just continue to pull myself with said rope.
Okay, so here's the deal. When you jump, that rope is going... I mean... You know what I'm saying? The rope, you can have it taut right there, but once you jump, that 20 foot of slack is going to go into the rope. So if you land...
I have
If you land and it breaks out from underneath you, you're going to drop 20 feet. Now it's 60
but
feet
it's
to the
60
ground. Right, it's 60 feet to the ground. You're going to have to make an athletics check to hold on to that rope. Unless you
Which I
tied it
have.
around your waist.
Which I have
what if-
proficiency in.
What if we tie the other end of the rope to one of the hammer pillars?
One of the what?
The hammer pillars in the hall.
The rope's probably, what, 50 feet long? I don't think it'll reach.
Yeah. Yeah, rope's
That's
not
another
that long.
rope.
No, I've got it. I have it looped through the gap between the door and the hinge, provided there is a gap there, and I'll belay it so that when he jumps the gap, I'll pull as much slack out of it as I can while he's jumping, And if he misses and falls, it's not going to be that much of a drop.
I have proficiency in athletics as well.
Okay, here's what I'll rule with that plan. I'll allow you to pull 10 feet of that slack out. So there's still another 10 feet. If he hits that other side and doesn't succeed on the dexterity throw, he's going to fall 10 feet instead of 20 feet. And he's going to snap at the bottom. If he's tied it around his waist, what'll happen is he'll still fall 20 feet, because if he's falling, I don't think you're going to be hanging onto that rope to hold him.
Does anyone else have another plan?
No,
Because that 10 feet of slack will quickly jerk out of your hands.
What was the problem with tying it off at the other end?
The slack that's like, because when I jump, there's going to be 20 feet of slack on the rope. So if it crumbles from beneath me when I make the jump,
climb up 20 feet of rope. I think
Yeah.
you can do it.
yeah,
No,
I've got
no.
athletics proficiency.
Why aren't we having like a single rope type bridge that you can just sort of like crawl hand over hand on?
We probably don't have. I don't know. We don't know if we have enough length of rope to attach from a pillar in the hallway all the way to the door.
I mean, I've got 50.
Let me see this.
And
That'd be, let me see, 5, 10, 15 to get around the corner.
23
20,
pieces of
25, 30, 35, 40,
And I have a
45,
piece
50,
of rope,
55,
50 feet,
60,
so
65,
we have. I guess we have
70,
enough rope to make that.
And I also
75,
have a mace
80,
that I can tie
85,
the
90,
rope onto.
95. So
So
it's about
worst comes worse.
It's about 105 feet from that one pillar around that corner to the door.
Okay. Well, I've got a piece of
So,
rope. They've got a piece of rope. If
you
we
would-
got a third piece of rope, we've got more than enough.
Yeah,
I've got a
if
third
you
piece
got
of rope.
350 feet pieces of rope, you could do it, because you have to have enough
We
rope
do.
to go around the pillar and tie it off, and then enough rope to go around that thing and tie it off.
Oh, we're overthinking this. This is way overcomplicated. I pull my boots off and I throw them over to Gothic. Put them on and jump the gap.
Do
Triple
they
see.
require attunement?
Yeah, I'm gonna check that. Gregor. Inventory. Where's your boots? Where's the boots? Where are the boots? Boots of striding and springing.
I don't see anything that says attunement required.
So on mine, it says rarity uncommon, and then parentheses requires attunement right
Yep,
at the top.
It does. Boots of striding and springing uncommon requires attunement. So that wouldn't work.
Okay. Damn it.
Same as mine, I guess.
Well, never mind on that idea. But I can tie the rope off to the mace, and so even if it slips out of my hands, it will stop short at the door. You will not plummet to your death, and you can climb back up the rope.
I could probably survive the 60-foot fall, anyways. But yes, let's go
Well,
with the
just
rope plan.
balance.
I mean, I've got mountain born as a feat. Like I've got proficiency in athletics and stuff like that. So
So
What
you're
if-
gonna tie the rope to the pillar and to the door, or are you gonna do with the 20-foot slack thing?
Looping. He's going to tie the rope off to himself as he jumps
Okay.
the gap.
Okay.
I am pulling the slack out of the rope, holding onto it, but it is also tied off to a mace. So should the rope slip from my hands and he does fall, the mace will stop him from falling all the way to the ground. So
It was tied off on the door anyway. You don't need a mace.
We could also just dangle the rope over the edge and let him climb up.
climb up from below. We could do that
Yeah.
too.
Why are we solving this for one person? We can solve it for everybody by just tying 3 ropes together.
Yes, because this door may go deeper in, so we need a way across for everyone, anyways.
What about a people bridge?
too many strength checks involved.
Okay.
Yep.
I can just walk over there, so it's not a big deal for me.
Okay, let's do the rope thing.
Tying it to the pillar and to the door?
Correct. This way we can, do the army hang hand over knee thing.
Okay. So you guys get all together. You get three lengths of rope, 150 feet. You tie it around the pillar that is to the south of the entrance, the one there next to Blade Biter. You tie it around that pillar, run it around that corner, down the hallway, toss it across to Kregor, and he ties it off, I guess, on the where are you tying it off? Statue?
The hinge of the adamantine doors.
So you're feeding it between the hinge and the wall, and
the
feeding
door.
it back underneath the hinge, and then tying a knot so it's tied to the hinge.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And
I mean, unless someone thinks that's a bad plan, I just knew that since the hinges were adamantine, that just seemed like a good idea. But we could also tie it around the entire door too.
Well, the hinge is going to hold just as well as
The door. I mean, that's what I would assume.
So let's say you get that all tied off and you get it nice and taut, so there's not a lot of slack in it. And then how are you gonna cross? Just gonna hold on to the rope as you're crossing?
The upside down, just hand over hand, knees crossed across the thing, just like the mountaineering way.
Well, you can still walk across, and you'll be holding on to the rope in case it does crumble, so you don't fall. I mean, I assume since there's such a since the rope is so long, if you like grab a hold of the rope like you're gonna do the shimmy across, your back's gonna be laying on the ground right there.
No, I was even though the picture's right in front of me, I was thinking that it was a pit, not like a crag the way it's shaped. So yeah, I'll hold on and just try to walk across gingerly.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Crumbling bridge.
This should be a dexterity check or something, right?
Yep. It's a dexterity. So yeah, one of these says crumble, one says jump. Either bridge. Okay, and you definitely weigh more than 150.
Yeah.
So, as you get right, probably to about here, the bridge starts crumbling. So let me give you a dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, that wouldn't count because that's to see if you hang on when you're hanging on to the rope. You're already hanging on to the rope. So let me do it. The bridge crumbles beneath you.
dex save with advantage.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a dex save because that's kind of like grabbing a hold of something when he's already got a hold of the rope. So you said your proficiency with athletics, right?
Yeah, I've got proficiency with athletics. I've also got advantage on dexterity saving throws, and then I'm also really strong.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you athletics to see if you can hang on to that rope when it jerks. Because the thing crumbled underneath you, and you want to be holding on to that. So you got athletics. You got a hold of it. Won't make that too hard. Oh yeah, you hold on to that rope. The floor beneath you crumbles and drops. You could see it falling. And as you go down, and the rope snaps tight, pop, and you got a hold of it with your hands, and you hear from 60 feet below the gravel hitting the ground underneath. but you've got a hold of that rope, and you whip your legs up and you shimmy across, and I'm going to assume Gothak reaches out to help you get up above the base of the back onto the flooring.
I
and
am
you finish
Gothak,
crossing.
but I am
I
assuming,
mean,
but I'm assuming
yeah,
Krager
Krager.
did that.
Right. And so you've made it across.
Yay!
All right, that was way too much conversation for a rope. Let's get this door here lifty.
I shall once again block the vision of the vigilant, as it doesn't appear his statue will rotate, or will it?
No, that statue seems to be melded as one with the ground.
Okay, that I thought you said that earlier, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah, you definitely can tell you can't turn that statue.
Okay, I will block his vision with my shield once again, deflecting the fiery vision. While this time, Sid and our can opener opens the.
Did you call me the can opener?
He did.
Since
awesome.
since I'm gonna give the athletics check to Gothak, and since Sid's helping him, it's gonna be with advantage.
I am helping.
I would say I should hope so, since my lift is 1,200 pounds.
I have helped.
So you reach down, and when you grab a hold of the ring and you start lifting it, the eyes again start shooting the flames, and you hear Krager telling you to hurry up, and you pull on this ring with all your strength, and it doesn't budge.
I helped, but not enough.
So does it appear that it's too heavy, or does it appear that it's something unnatural?
All right, hold on a second. I'll give this to you.
How heavy is this door?
Is
My
it a door?
money is it's sealed magically.
Yeah, and
Dwarf on the ring.
after Gothic, he gives it all he can, man, and it's just not gonna move. He starts looking around at the edges, and he gets the impression that this door doesn't open.
So it's not a door.
Son of a Morden.
So what did that wall in the other room say?
I feel like we have been duped.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you've been tricked. Hold on.
And now we have the Axeman on this side of the bridge.
Well, he can get back across with the rope, but you're gonna lose 50 feet of rope. Oh no, you don't, because you guys can get across easily by untying that end.
Yeah, we can fly.
Right.
Yeah, we got a flyer and a frog.
Yeah, this it definitely appears that this is not a door that opens.
This is a
I mean, that the
decoy.
dwarf couldn't figure that out.
He didn't investigate it.
I was in awe of the Dwarven deity statue.
Yeah, we're still glowy.
And go for a fake door. Sure.
Well, hey, Sid can't help it. This is his first dwarven dungeon.
And the barbarian, the Goliath barbarian with an intelligence score of 8 figured it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Almost immediately. Because
Well,
he
that was
trusted
after you
to help
almost
with
gave
the door.
yourself a hernia.
There's no such
'Cause
thing among
sometimes
Goliaths.
in Thailand, the ladies aren't ladies.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This trapdoor is not a trapdoor.
Wow.
Oh, it is a trapdoor.
Except for it wasn't a trapdoor as in fall through. It was a hey dum dum, try this door, and then watch the
I see-
fucking god of vigilance burn you.
Right?
Yes.
I see Vermeer is still hanging out in that southern hallway. Is there anything you're doing down there?
Nope.
Just hanging out?
Oh.
Looking at the mural, trying to figure out where the slime came through from, or the pudding.
You could see a crack in the wall, where that slime came out of. It's still kind of like got some black pudding dripping from it.
Gross.
Gross. Is there like anything through the crack? Like
No.
usually a crack in the wall
Actually-
is just like
The crack in the wall is up here where the black pudding came out.
gross.
So what I'm hearing is we need to take a deeper inspection of the corridor up here
With
and
the
down
mural,
below.
the mosaic.
But wasn't there a? It's a riddle right in the middle room.
We did not solve the riddle in the middle room.
What was the riddle?
The dwarven god of secrets, Dumathoin, has a protective side and protects mines and dwarven something or others, right? Like from people. And the wall in the back of that room, according to my notes, read, "A secret never before told will part Dumathoin's lips." That's a riddle.
It seems pretty Ridley.
Ridley.
Sid scratches himself.
Ridley.
Ridley's Believe It or Not.
It seems a
Well,
riddle.
does anyone have
Anybody-
any secrets?
See, I was thinking Super Metroid when you said Ridley.
Brr-tur-tur-tur. Brr-tur-tur-tur.
I believe
He's-
everybody's got a secret, right?
Well, we all had quote-unquote
That's Sid's
rumors,
contribution.
at the very least. But yeah, probably people got secrets.
No, Vermeer's a pretty upfront sort of guy.
Sid has no rumors about him. He is not up with that.
Well, Kraigor will share a rumor, actually not a rumor, but a secret.
Wait! Say it in that room.
In the room with the
Armor.
Okay, so I'm going to
Wouldn't you think?
bust
That's,
ass.
that's where it was,
Sid
right? The
doesn't
middle
know.
room?
The
Sid
second
doesn't-
room.
Sid's like, I just remember the shiny and feeling warm in my
Well,
middle.
he's still feeling warm in his medals.
Right?
So
Okay. So yeah, you're back
So
in.
Kurt-
You're back in that room with the 4 sets of armor.
So I will take a knee and I will whisper my secret. Which is rumor number 1.
Let me go look.
I mean, you don't need to share because no one else is in that room.
Well, it says it must be told.
So, should we send Sid in as a witness?
Say it out loud.
Or say it out loud? Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, just go ahead and say it out loud.
So Kraigor abandoned his clan name after the death of his entire clan before finding solace in the service of Moradin.
Wow. That's deep.
So you tell this to Dumathoin?
To Dumathoin.
All right. So after you say this, let me see if I got something here. hear the grinding of stone. And before you, in that 5-foot square in the middle of the back room there, in the back of the middle room, right here,
Okay.
in this square right here, a trap door starts sliding open.
Oh.
So you look down, and going down is a spiral stone staircase that descends about 120 feet. So 60 feet below the first level that you came in on.
Wow. I holler for everyone to join.
Yep.
We have a problem. That bridge is broken in the middle. We got to get everybody crossed.
Army crawled.
You got to do the same thing with the rope.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not going to go through all the hoogamaroo and boogamaroo for everybody. You all army crawl
Right.
across that rope.
And then someone unties it from the hammer.
I can do that because I can spider walk across on my own.
What are you
There's
gonna
nowhere.
spider walk?
Yeah, there's nowhere connecting.
Sid,
I go all the way to the top.
stairs.
He can
20
walk
foot up
down
the
the
wall,
wall,
across the
up the
ceiling.
wall, across the
Well, that-
ceiling.
Yeah, I guess you could. I mean, the ceiling's like 120 feet
20 feet.
above.
20, you said. You said this hall is 20 feet tall.
No, these are
The
bridges.
rooms are
The
60
hallway was 20 feet tall. The bridges between the two
Oh, wow.
rooms are in the
Or
vast.
60 foot off the ground, but that's
Yeah,
only
60 foot off the ground.
off the floorboard.
Yeah,
Let
I
me see
mean,
how tall the whole chamber was.
It's a long walk.
Da, 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 da.
And irrelevant when you're a spider.
Okay, no, okay. 3 age-worn columns supporting crumbled stone bridges 60 feet overhead with the ceiling rising another 20 feet. So from the top of the bridge is another 20 feet to the ceiling. So yeah, you could walk up the
What I
wall
said from the beginning.
and then walk across the 20 feet and then another 20 feet down. Yeah.
Deal.
So yeah, Oscar's got the boots of spider walking, so he could walk across the ceiling to get there.
But Sid or yeah, we got 3 people who can get the other end of the rope. It's not a problem.
Yep. So everybody else is going into the room.
Yep.
Well, this
Black
room's
Viper.
not gonna blast me.
Meloon goes in. The Black Viper goes in. Kaz goes in. Lemire is gonna go in. Gothic will go from this room to here. Everybody gets across that rope bridge. And then there is the trap door in that room. And somebody went and got the rope and untied it from the pillar and brought it across. I'm assuming one of the 3 people that can easily traverse across that open pit.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well, it's midnight. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to go down the stairs next week?
Down the stairs. Down the stairs.
Down the stairs.
Upstairs for sure.
We're so bloody close.
All
I
right.
like stairs.
So you go down the stairs. Everybody going down?
I'm going down the stairs.
Send somebody with a light to take a quick look, and then we'll follow.
My dawn globe has been spent. I cannot dawn globe again.
Doesn't it just glow eternally?
Nah. I get an hour.
That's all right. The torches that I gave to
Right.
Gothic all glow forever. No tinderbox required.
Okay.
Such is the effect of continual flame.
I'm waiting for this to unmask. And then I will move you down as you descend into the darkness. Okay, it just popped up. Let me clear out a little more. Start moving tokens. How can I do this? That'll work.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Thank you.
Ha!
And soon they'll be true again once Baldur's Gate 3 comes out one night.
I'm gonna go get ice cream. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the third one.
Ice cream.
You do have ice cream downstairs.
Like, the third one looks cool. I'm interested to see how like the multi-classing works with it. But I don't know how I really feel about the turn-based, and you know, it's not the same story.
It may.
So you're gonna go down, and Sid, or not Sid, but Mayloon and the Black Viper, they are following the group. They're gonna stay kind of in the back, as they have been.
So I asked the Black Viper while we're down here, said, what are the odds that you would grant us permanent access to this facility?
And she looks at you and she says, that would not be for me to decide. I'm the Black Viper. You'd have to speak to the lady, Esvelda. But I believe she said she's already cut a deal with you, correct? She just asked me to go along to help. So let me describe this as you reach the bottom of the dark stairwell. Who's got the torch?
Gothak, but he went to get ice cream, as did the Dawn Screamer, so you might want to give him like 2 minutes.
Alright, that's
Unless
fine.
you want to describe it, and I'll type.
Well, I just wanted to
dark
make sure
vision.
we have the right person with the torch in the front. And you guys got to decide whether you're going to go north or south here. Because this hallway is like really dark. But
Did you push a map?
no, it's the same map.
You can scroll.
Gotcha.
Yeah, scroll down. I uncovered some of the
I'm
other
back.
part.
So dark vision, I'm going to creep down to the corner at the north bend and peek around the corner.
It'll do the same thing on the south.
All right.
Because those of us with dark vision don't require torches.
Okay.
You don't
So,
want 'em behind here.
As you peek around the corner, you notice that it lights up. There's like sunlight around the corner. So let me describe what you see. Now the hallway is really dark, and the bottom of them stairs are really dark. Going down into that hole was really dark, and you needed that torch to see. But once you reach that corner, you can see like streams of sunlight coming through. And it says, I'll put it in chat. Although deep underground, this vault is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools. Ornate columns support a 30-foot-high vaulted ceiling which is adorned with carvings of dwarves basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls, and piled in one of them is a Oscar sees a vast golden trove. I think Oscar can see it. Let me see.
Whoa.
Not really. You can't see it yet. Let me go back into mask mode to unlayer.
I don't know what happens when you have a golden trove of stuff and magic items.
You run away from the trove?
Every single coin is a really tiny mimic.
Thousands of tiny mimics.
I probably shouldn't have put that in chat because it goes in a little too deep. So stop reading it. So what do you guys want to do?
Keep reading.
Right.
No.
Cautiously enter the room.
You,
I mean,
north or
we
south?
go in.
North or south?
Yes.
One half a dozen other.
Sid will follow Krager. He's his buddy.
Maybe we send Oscar all sneaky the other way. Maybe Oscar and Kaz, and we all go as a party, those of us that can't sneakily do. Just for surveillance purposes.
Are you trying to imply that I can't sneak?
Dude, have you looked at yourself lately? I can't sneak
All the time.
either.
All the- I only like myself in this game.
Our barbarian suffers from
All right.
severe narcissism.
I prefer to call it mountain preening.
Oh, nicely free.
Is anybody going to the south?
Oscar and Kaz, I think, because if they both go hidden, they can take a look and could potentially see/identify things.
Where's the Eye of
Go ahead.
Kilrog when you need it?
Right.
Go ahead and move your token, Kaz.
I'll go to the south. This way, me and the dragon are on opposite sides.
Yep, just in case the shit hits the fan.
So Kregor, as you get there,
And yeah, peek around the corner.
and you peek around the corner, what the hell's going on here? Why can't I move this?
A wild Charlie appears.
Having problems with tokens here.
Guard dog.
This can't be right. gotta try to find a new token. Hold on. Hmm. Let me see if this works. Alright, hopefully that works. This is what you see when you look around the corner. And yeah, that's what's going on. And then
Are you pushing an image?
no, I was fixing a token on the map. I cleaned out that middle area where you could see. You probably see this over here too. There you go. Cleaned out some more of the map.
Sweet. And all around us is the gold.
No, you haven't seen the gold yet.
This seems like a perfect Leroy Jenkins moment.
I mean, you do you.
So Krager is going to move there, and then out of the dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf.
It sounds like somebody's doing the laundry.
This damn token is just not working. It was working a second ago, and now it's not working. Delete that token.
That is a great big dwarf.
No, you're not supposed to be that big.
Wait, I have a meme for this.
A meme?
He swings a really big hammer.
So, an aged dwarf clutching, and he steps out. And now Rain can see him, and Oscar, you could probably see him from down in the south because of the sunlight that's drifting through. And he's clutching a staff carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons, one red and one gold. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. He says, "I wasn't expecting anyone," he says plainly. "As you can see, the place is a mess. Perhaps you should come back later, after I've tidied up." Actually, I do have it.
I wasn't expecting anyone.
Greet him in Dwarvish, and I say,
The place is
blessings
nice.
of Morden on you.
Perhaps you should come back later.
I mean, you can't even hear
after
that.
I've tidied up a bit.
When I turn up the volume, I can.
I wasn't expecting anyone. As you can see, the place is a mess.
I look at the mirror and I
Perhaps
say,
you
I
should
don't
come
think this
back
guy's seen the
later.
dawn in a long time.
After I've tidied up a bit.
So that's what he tells you. He asks you, perhaps you should leave and come back later after he's tidied up.
Is there anything we can do to help you clean this facility? As a fellow dwarf and servant of Morden, I would be remiss if I did not offer my services.
No, no. He says, I don't need any help. I just need my peace. You really shouldn't be here.
Who
So-
are you, good sir?
My name's Barrick. Barrick Klinghammer.
How long have you been here, sir?
Oh, I've been here longer than I like to remember.
I think that you've been placed under a spell.
Oh, I can assure you I'm not under any spell.
I motioned for Vamir to come closer because he's the one that had the vision, and I want him looking in the room.
Well,
Where-
we can
I
see.
sense
It's
I
like-
sense others. Where are they? There's more of you than
there.
is present.
Oh yes, we are spread out. We are here to protect and defend a treasure of sorts.
You're here for what?
Many years ago, a treasure was hidden in this vault.
Yes.
There are others who would seek to procure this treasure for evil.
Well, you see, I don't know about all that. I do know that I've been sworn to protect the treasure, and I'm only
Well,
allowed
that is,
to give it to its rightful owners.
and who are the rightful owners?
Lord Neverember, of course. He's the one who hired me, and he's the one I'm sworn to protect this treasure.
Oh, I am so sorry for you. If you have a moment and indulge me, and you will find that I am truthful as I am a priest of Morden. The treasure that you're guarding is ill-gotten gains, stolen from the city stores, the taxes of the people of Waterdeep. Lord Neverember was stealing.
Do you have proof of this allegation?
Oh, it is no allegation. In fact, he has fled the city.
Been replaced as open lord.
Exactly. As my companion stated. Although I am sure we can get some city officials in here to verify this fact.
Well, I'm sworn to only hand over the treasure to Lord Neverember's vessel.
The Stone of Galore vessel, or was that just a key?
That the Stone of Galore is just a key. Lord Neverember told me that he only to surrender this to an appointed vassal of his.
And do you know who the appointed vassal would be?
I would assume himself. He had people that worked for him. they would definitely be bringing me proof. I mean, you think you're going to just waltz in here and convince me that after all these years, where is everybody?
I wouldn't bother convincing.
The mayor.
I know there's more here than is present.
I'm gonna ask him how he feels about the Dawn. Well, hello! You probably haven't seen the Dawn in quite some time, and I just wanted to remind you, since you haven't, the benefits of, well, that and the things that go along with the Dawn-based life cycle. Have you considered treating every new day as a new beginning? Why, come with me, man, and I'll show you the Dawn.
Do you want me to tell you about Tiamat?
I have no idea who Tiamat is, but I tell you what, the Dawn is.
Did you say Tiamat?
Oh, you got something played by? I'll go back to my.
Time to start swinging. Time to start swinging.
Nope,
Time to start
nope,
swinging.
nope. I hold up my dragon hand. I'll hold up my
So,
dragon hand. And
How
I
long
say,
do you think you've been down here in this vault?
Many, many years.
Gregor, hold on. Do you know who Tiamat is? What did...
Do I?
Ne-
Yes.
Never mind. Okay.
Evil.
Sir Clanghammer, tell me how you feel about Tiamat.
You're asking him?
I am asking him how he feels about Tiamat.
Let me see. How would he respond?
Sid is very discouraged at this person's failure to take him up on the Dawn.
Well,
Sid's gonna start talking to the saltwater coin.
Well, no self-respecting dwarf would worship an evil dragon goddess. So,
I don't know, but
polymorph?
let's wet right. So let's see how he responds about that, because then we have ideas.
Sid is sad.
And I just seen something about it.
Well, you know, Brock's term is over, and Trump took his spot. So, haha. It's after midnight, so bad puns are allowed.
Damn, I just read about it. Let me go over this again.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
I mean, he did mention Tiamat when I was ministering the Dawn, as Sid is wont to do. I don't think Sid would be familiar with Tiamat at all.
Probably not. But I
What's your
would be
religion check?
very familiar with Tiamat. In the
Most would probably at least be somewhat familiar. Tiamat is not an obscure evil god.
Oh,
like
that's pretty good religion check. So you might know. Yeah, Tiamat is not obscure.
I am proficient in religion, I suppose.
Yeah, so you might be like, I know that name, and it ain't good.
But I was
Like-
kind of like totally devoted to Lathander, though. So like, there might have been no other gods, as far as I was concerned.
I mean, both.
Yeah.
to be devoted to your
Temples.
god, you have to know your god's enemies or those that would oppose your god. So if you're devoted
God's
to him, you have to
enemies.
know the opposite.
Well,
Yes.
and a whole shtick of dragons of the metallic persuasion, which is what I am, would be that anything associated with Tiamat gets
The stick? Does it get the stick?
Destroyed.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
All right. Well, I was even pretty tolerant of those sun worshippers.
So we can back up. DM, if I say this to this dwarf, what happens?
He'll look at you. And what was the question?
It's in chat.
Oh, I know what you said. I can read Draconic.
How can you read Draconic?
can you
And
read
why do you have what
I
is
can-
up your nose?
Nothing. But anyway,
can
I
read-
can read Draconic.
So
I can
the
read Draconic
Goliath.
too.
He
got
says no and yes.
Okay, so I say this.
Damn, everybody understands what you're saying.
Not really.
And he doesn't answer that question, but he does ask again, where's the rest of you? I know there's more here, and you're making me a little uncomfortable.
Why are the NPCs hiding still?
Yeah, everybody else should come out, and at this point, Bladebiter suspects this is not a dwarf. So I start sort of motioning that everybody could come out and not anger this entity.
This
Does everybody in this party
polymorphed evil
speak
dragon.
Draconic? No. So I put my hand on Krager's shoulder to calm him down to make sure he doesn't pick up his axe.
No. For all intents and purposes, this is still a dwarf to Gregor.
I mean, hypothetically, yes. Yeah. DM, do I notice anything? Like at this point, my old dragon brain is going. Do I notice anything particular?
Well, they had a
Give me-
15-foot reach.
Let me see. Hold on.
But a dwarf to reference Tiamat is definitely out of sorts and
It was pretty weird.
definitely
Yeah,
a big red flag,
that was pretty
especially
weird.
to someone with the within the dwarven clergy.
So you don't speak Draconic then.
I do
Gregor.
not speak Draconic, no.
Okay, so that's why you don't know. I asked. Well, I assume I rolled like shit like usual.
Yeah, your spider senses are going up. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay.
So he says again that there's more here present than is in front of him. I'm just gonna assume Maloon and the Black Viper went over there. But Oscar's... I'm going to assume Maloon and the Black Viper went over there, but Oscar's still not present. And he tells you that he can't just surrender and allow you to leave with this gold. He has sworn to protect it.
Well, what
actually-
about November's son?
Rainier? Why, I haven't seen that boy since he was a child.
We're
Would you
well acquainted with him.
Are you
would you
now?
be willing to surrender the gold to him?
if Rainier was to come down here, I could only assume that his father sent him.
Oh, that seems simple enough.
So, how do we want to do this? Because we shouldn't leave the vault unguarded.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Uh,
And
I
the most
can.
defensible point is
Very
that
well.
stairwell.
I've got
Not
this
possible.
little thing.
Oh yeah, we still have the paper bird.
Yes, we do.
Ah!
Do we want to use that?
How reliable is it?
I think it would be
like
very
100%.
reliable.
Yeah, I don't think it could fail.
No matter what you do, you can't wait here. You're going to have to leave.
We're not gonna go anywhere because we are actually on this quest thing, you see.
I don't
And-
care about your quest. You will not be
And I-
staying here. This is my
Well-
home, and you are not welcome.
Your home.
Urge to murder hobo rising.
I'm gonna speak Draconic to him again.
I don't think it can be his home. This at the very least seems to be the home of a dwarven god.
Not a dwarven god, no.
I mean, doesn't that legally belong to, what's your face, the noble?
That could get funny.
Stolen property of the city should belong to the city regardless.
Well, I mean, of course I do. I mean, I'm not leaving.
I assume Sid is super confused right now.
Sid did have
Yeah.
a vision about a golden dragon on a horde. Yeah.
So
Yeah, he did.
But a gold dragon wouldn't worship Tiamat.
Not at
He's
all.
not. He's not. I asked him if he was a child of Tiamat or a child of Bahamut, and he said no and yes. Not a child of Tiamat.
Okay.
I think he was just being mean to poor Sid.
Well, you did get up in his grill and start screaming about the dawn.
So,
Isn't that special?
It always is. I mean, you're the one who ended up in a cell with him going to dawn camp.
Oh.
so cool.
Don't get me started. I am well versed in the dawn now.
You would be. Scuzzer,
All right,
if you're talking, you're talking on me.
no, I was looking for something. Dun, dun, dun. So, the dwarf is going to walk. For some reason, these damn tokens aren't moving.
Oh, big tokens.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Woo!
All right, let me delete all the tokens.
The Black Viper.
Let me add tokens back.
Damn, somebody went stealth mode.
Whoosh.
Well, that's not working very well.
Not to be a buzzkill, but I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, these tokens aren't working for some reason.
Well, we found the gold.
Now I'm getting script errors again.
And the dragon, and the cockroaches in the machine.
Goliath can read all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Still murder hobo.
Well, yeah, he's a Goliath. He heard the word Tiamat. And
But I also heard the response that he said that he wasn't, and he
Right.
shines golden, and
right,
gold is not often a color that
dwarves.
a mountain tribesman would associate with evil.
Right.
Unless they were evil, and gold is awful shiny.
They don't. We don't work that way.
Not a barbarian thing.
No, I mean like as a barbarian, like with all my experience in the mountains, I can't think of any creature that's associated, like evil creature that's associated with the color gold, other than wanting gold. But that's not the
Alright.
same thing as what.
So
Mimic.
I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with these tokens now.
All right.
So
Is it sleepy time?
yeah, I think we're gonna call it here because I got a problem with these maps now, or this map, and I gotta fix that. So you are in the vault, where the gold is, and the dragon or the dwarf is telling you you're not welcome.
Aha!
And he's asking you to leave. He's told you if Rainier comes, he would speak to him, and he knows Rainier, and he's been told not to turn the treasure over to anybody but Lord Neverember.
Lovely.
So we're gonna call it here. You guys are gonna have to decide what you're gonna do, but he's definitely telling you can't stay here.
Yay.
I added another to the Waterdeep note.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, that one. That's a classic.
All right. So I'm gonna shut. Does anybody need the table up?
No, sir.
Nope.
Nah.
Because I'm gonna shut it down and reopen it and see if these tokens aren't fixed. So
Alright.
well, on that note, everybody have a good evening. I'll see some of you tomorrow night playing Dagger Falls,
Yep.
and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Yay.
Night,
Bye.
guys.
Night.